one of the hardest parts about learning web development is staying consistent. At first, I will learn for a few days, then stop for weeks and lose momentum. There are sometimes that things like that do happen. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Abbas Akintola, but you can call me Atunes Coding, and I'm just starting out in web development. Today, I want to share with you my journey of how I actually started learning web development as a complete beginner. So guys, what actually inspired me in learning web development? Let me take you back to where it all began. You see, for me, the interest of web development started when, I go online there, make use of websites like Google, like ChatGPT, and a lot of websites that whatever information you are seeking for or whatever information you put out there, you get your answer instantly. So I just wonder, how are these websites built? How does the website itself, how does it work? So I was triggered. I was like, I have to I'm the type of person that when I have questions towards myself, I definitely find answers to them. So I went online there. I did a lot of research and I learned about web development. If you're a type of person new in coding, you think maybe coding is just for people that are based on computer, but it's actually not that way. You see, coding it's something that you can learn step by step, just like learning a new language. Because most of what makes a website are languages that computer do listen to. There are languages that you type out there to text editor, like instructing your computer to build a particular structure for you. So that's what gave me the thought of, like, it gave me the confidence to start at, okay, it's just like learning a new language, so I have to stick to it and start learning. So guys, my very first step was learning HTML. That's the first basics you have to learn about. I remember when I was still typing, this H1 tag, putting an hello word in between, to form a word, to form a larger text on the website, and seeing it show up on the browser. I felt like Superman. I felt like a magician. You see, after that, I moved to CSS because that's also one of the most important part of the website. If you are building a website, I moved to CSS and then learn how to add colors, change fonts, and make things look nice on the website. After that, I went into JavaScript, which I'm currently learning right now. You see, the key for me was starting small. I started small. I started learning small, gradually. I didn't try to say, okay, since I've just learned a piece of code, I should start building Facebook. No, it's not done that way. I started by building simple things, simple projects, like building building a text on the website, and small pages. I know that I can still, gain something or even practice whatever I learn. You see, now let me be honest with you. It wasn't a smooth sailing. Sometimes I got stuck many times. Sometimes I felt frustrated when my code, you use like 30 to an hour to run a code, and later up in the day you will end up the code being crashed, for it not to work. You understand? So you feel frustrated, you feel like, and I've spent a lot of time on this. You understand? But you see, for every mistake you make, you have to have a particular lesson you learn from it. That's why whenever I have issue with my code, I go online there, search about it. What's the issue? Did I put in the wrong tag? Haven't I done it well? I make use of sites like ChatGPT, sites like Google, to search up things I don't have idea about. So for me to keep going and get on the way back to my coding. But what I want to say in such is that whenever you come across mistakes, or you come across things for you to run, or you come across a particular error when you run a code, just don't think that that's the end of the way. Go online there, search about it, know more about it. That's what makes you a developer. You learn from your mistake. So as a beginner, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Embrace them, because every error teaches you something new. So in short, that's my story of how I started learning web development, from being completely clueless, from a person that has no knowledge about it, to building small projects, and currently on JavaScript, because the journey is being full of ups and downs. That's why I'm still on JavaScript, but still I'm getting myself ready to be consistent about learning web developing every day, on this JavaScript, because it is the hardest part of web development in learning. I'll be sharing more tutorials, tips, and my progress here on this channel. So if you want to join me on this journey, make sure you hit that like button, please subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me how you started, or if you are just beginning. Remember, this is a beginner video. I'm also a beginner, and I'm currently on JavaScript. Thank you for watching. I will see you next in the next video.